Hey gang, I am here in my old stomping grounds back in Milwaukie, Oregon. We're on Oatkin Drive right now, which is where my house was, and a few of my friends, Todd Fitzke and Mike Briggs, and I'll go ahead and show you their place and tell you a couple stories and stuff. But yeah, we're just going around today. I'm going to show you where I grew up and relive some memories and have some fun. And this is my house. This is where I grew up from age 3 until about 15 years old, I believe. This was wonderful. I mean, when you're little, everything around you is like your own world. There's nothing much out there because everything's so big. If you go around back, which we won't, I don't think they like that. My dad actually took a telephone pole and had it carted over and built it up into like a tree house for us. And down around the stone where there's cement, we have our handprints in there. And this house right across the street here, there was a kid who lived there that for some reason me and my friends took an instant dislike to. We're kids, so you know, that's what kids do. They're mean, they're cruel. Anyway, we would take eggs and other mixtures in my refrigerator. You know, we take like old Chinese food cartons and all kinds of stuff and sauces, and we'd pour them all together into this mixture that was just totally disgusting. And we would throw this at this kid's house. And I know we were real mean, but like I said, that's what kids do. You did it too. You know you did. This right over here is Stacey Pedersen's house. She used to be a girl that went to my grade school, HBU Acres, and we were all friends along here. And this right over here is Todd Fitzke's house, and Mike Fitzke, his brother. Now Todd was a good friend. Mike, on the other hand, was his older brother, and Mike used to like to pick on us. Mike and Scott Briggs, Mike Briggs' older brother, they used to get together and pick on us all the time. This right here is Mike Briggs' house. Now Mike was a good friend. He still is. He's on Facebook, and we're friends on Facebook. Mike used to be our local dungeon master for local D&D games. We used to go over and play Dungeons and Dragons at Mike's house every weekend, me and some of the other kids in the neighborhood. And I mean, we would do marathons of hours and hours of D&D. And Mike was great. And I always wondered, how do you know all this stuff? Because, you know, if you've ever played D&D, if you still do, you know that those books are like majorly thick. They're like catalogs. And he had all this stuff in his head. Brilliant guy. One thing with Mike is he was a major Star Wars fan and I was a Trekkie. So we would clash on this stuff. He also was a big Disney fanatic like I was. And one thing that he said growing up is, one day I am gonna work for Disney. He works down at Disney World. I mean, he saw that dream through when he does a lot of theatrical presentations. So he's actually on stage doing all kinds of good stuff, entertaining people down at Disney World, which is very cool. I'll tell you a story about Scott Briggs, Mike's older brother. Scott was taking karate lessons. He loved that kind of martial arts stuff. And one day, he's chasing Mike Briggs and I down the hall, around the house, down the stairs, everywhere. Now, as we come straight down the hallway into Mike's room, there's a thermostat on the wall. And Scott's running after us, and all of a sudden he throws this massive karate kick, and he connects with the frigging thermostat, and this thing goes boom! He didn't do that anymore. All right, this is Oatkin Road Hill. I mean, this was a death trap. We used to go down this thing on our bikes and on our skateboards, and it was nuts. I mean, you do nutty, crazy things when you're a kid, and this was definitely some of the nuttiest and craziest stuff. Nobody ever died, but I'm telling you, we came doggone close. And I'm standing in front of my elementary school, HBU Acres Elementary, 1st through 6th grade. I want to give a big shout out to my fellow classmates and Facebook friends, Michelle Dalton, Sean Brannon. Yeah, we used to hang out here, and we grew up here together and played here together on the playground. Sean Brannon was a close friend of mine who used to live right behind the school even. So we used to come up here during the afternoons on non-school hours and used to play out on the playground. Big thing around here was dodgeball and kickball. Yeah, but HBU Acres. Very cool school.